What's going on, dudes and dudettes? So, yes, Duke beat Georgia State 74-63, I believe. Trey Jones, he had a 30-point game. Both things I looked at said 31 or 34, so I don't know officially what he had, because like I said, I don't watch the highlights, so after I'm done recording these, so hopefully I'll find out by then. But yes, congrats on the W. It was great to see. Georgia State is a pretty sneaky team as well, so luckily they're able to get that victory before they go on the road to New York at Madison Square Garden this week on Thursday, I believe, and play Cal. And then I think they get the winner of some other type of game that could be a really good matchup for them as well. But then because of that W this last weekend and other teams losing last week, they're ranked number 1 in the country, which is where they belonged in the first place. Of course, I'm going to say that, but yeah, they moved up from 4 to 1 basically in the first 2 weeks of the season, so I'm happy about that. Hopefully they won't get too high on themselves and continue their success right now. But as far as Chargers news, they're asking if Anthony Lynn is on the hot seat, because after having such a great successful season last year at 12-4, now they're, I think, what was it, 4-7? I think they're 4-7 right now. I don't know. I just haven't really been paying that much attention, especially after what happened on Monday night. But yeah, it sucks a lot what they're going through, and they're once again asking if Rivers is finally done and if they need a new quarterback for the Chargers after his 4-interception game against the Chiefs. All I've been telling you the past couple years is that you need a successor for him, especially when it comes to getting somebody talented in the draft, and they never did. And I just see it playing out where they probably do draft a quarterback high if they have a high enough pick to get somebody like that. And then they let Tyrod Taylor, who's the backup right now, play as a starter next year, and let Phillip Rivers go because it's the last year of his contract. And they at least have one more year with Tyrod Taylor under contract, and then give a full year or at least half a year for the young rookie to get accustomed to the NFL, and then throw him out there maybe towards the end of the season if they're sucking again, or see what Tyrod can do. So I think that's mainly what the Chargers are going to end up doing right now. But some miscellaneous news. So I think it was last week where both LA teams in baseball had the MVPs of the AL and NL. The Cody Bellinger from the Dodgers was the NL MVP, and Mike Trout of the Angels was the AL MVP. So congrats to these LA guys. It just sucks that neither of them were playing in the World Series, especially Trout. His team hasn't made the playoffs in a while, but hopefully after they give him his contract, they'll be able to see what money they could do and be able to dish out it this summer and see what they can get back into the playoffs for him, because it sucks when he's the best player, but yet nobody in the playoffs or World Series gets to see him. So I kind of hope that happens for him, and maybe they'll meet the Dodgers in the finals. That'll be pretty cool. But then there's also my favorite director as of right now, Taika Waititi, who just recently did that Hitler comedy. I don't know why people are so scared about that movie, but it's still getting a lot of great reviews. I'm pretty sure it's going to get some Oscar nominations as well, Jojo Rabbit. But he has his next movie come out, and of course it has to be a sports movie type of thing to make me really want to still look at his career, and it's called Next Goal Wins. I think it's about one of the first Polynesian players to play, I think, in a World Cup or some type of big tournament like that. And of course, him being Polynesian from New Zealand, it's based off a documentary, I believe, and he's just gonna be doing it with like Michael Fassbender, who's a pretty good actor as well, and Elizabeth Moss too. So I'm glad to see his career going as well as it is right now, and looking forward to see what he can do with the sports movie too, because I hear he's a pretty big sports fan as well. But the Anaheim Ducks, they did beat the St. Louis Blues last week 4-1. think they lost their most recent game, but hopefully they could get back on a win streak because they've been sucking quite a bit. Then USC basketball had 2 games the last time I've spoken to you folks. So they beat Nevada on last Saturday, which was a pretty big game on the road by 10 points. I think it was 76-66. Yeah, it's a pretty good, solid win. Congrats that they were able to get past that one of the big hurdles in the beginning of the season. And then later, I think it was yesterday, they beat Pepperdine 91-84. And then Okongwu, the freshman, he had 33 points. It was his best game so far as a Trojan, and he looked pretty dominant. And Pepperdine's a pretty sneaky team in their MAC conference, or the Mountain West, or whatever the heck they're playing, but they're a pretty sneaky team. So once again, I'm happy they got that W and experience to get that out of the way. But all I hear is that their season's gonna get even more tough. So hopefully they're able to rack up these wins and then get through the rest of the hard part of the schedule. But USC football right now, so Michael Pittman Jr., the wide receiver, was named as a finalist for the Biletnikoff Award, which is the top wide receiver in the nation. So congrats to him. I think he has an outside shot right at the moment, but if he scores enough touchdowns against UCLA and maybe in the bowl game, then, or if they make it to the Pac-12 game too, then he probably has a chance. You never know. Then some bit of surprising news. So the rankings came out for the college football playoff, and then they put USC at number 23, even though the record right now is at 7-4. But some quality wins here and there, and losing close to Notre Dame, I guess, helps them out, and losing close to Washington. And really their only bad blowout was against Oregon, who's number 6 in the nation right now. So it's not too bad, and maybe they have a chance to get that victory back against Oregon in the Pac-12 championship game if Utah ends up losing this weekend, and as long as also USC beats UCLA this weekend, which is always a fun rivalry game I'm looking forward to. So definitely looking forward to that. But USC did beat Cal this last weekend 41-17, which was great to see. The score, I still haven't seen the highlights, but it looked like a pretty dominant win against a team that upset them at USC last year. So I'm glad they got this victory, and just hopefully they can continue to move forward and get another victory against a rival this weekend, and then hopefully they can get into the Pac-12 championship, because they already got a bowl game because they got the 6 wins. So they they have one more game after UCLA, but it could be great if they could get 2, really. And then Lakers news. So Avery Bradley, the shooting guard, he's out for 1 to 2 weeks because of a leg fracture. So hopefully nothing too serious. He'll be back soon. Then LeBron said he's not retiring anytime soon. He just has the mentality of Tom Brady. He just thinks once his athleticism goes away, if he can't dunk, then he might retire. So I guess we'll wait to see when that happens, because it's not happening anytime soon. Because during that game against the Hawks, he did have a nice dunk. They beat him 122-101. It's pretty crazy that they got that W in front of what's his name? Kobe Bryant, which is pretty cool. And then it was pretty good highlights there. And then they did end up getting a win against the Thunder, 112-107. And then LeBron had a triple-double in that game. And now he's officially had a triple-double against all of the NBA teams, including the Lakers that he's on right now, because he used to play against them. So it's a weird stat, but Magic Johnson had a lot of triple doubles, but he always played with the Lakers. Same thing with like a Larry Bird, guys who always got triple doubles. They never left their main team, so they couldn't get a triple double against them. But it's a pretty amazing stat that he got a triple double against every single NBA team. It's amazing. That just shows how much he's played. And I didn't write this down, but didn't the Lakers play? I don't know if I put that down where they beat Sacramento. I think it was Friday. Yeah, I forget the score. I think it was like 99-97. It was a really close game. And LeBron had an amazing dunk in that game as well. So hopefully the highlights are playing right now as I'm speaking, and hopefully I got that in there. But yes, they did have that W. I don't know why I didn't write it down or I didn't save a picture or whatever, but hopefully, like I said, that was all up. Thanks for watching, people. Like and subscribe. Comment down below. Let me know what y'all think. Nice gloomy day out today. Hopefully it can continue. A little bit of rain last night, some rain this morning. So yes, hopefully it can continue for this California, because we freaking need the rain.